Righto. Wonderful. By now you have learned enough to start your doing and placing some trades on your demo account, which you had created previously. So now to open that demo account, go to your InstaForex icon on your desktop, double click it, and depending on the speed of your internet, you should be able to getting a chart open very soon. Righto. Now I have got one open already, but let's go here. I think we just close some of the stuff down over here because it's taking up too much space. Righto. Okay, that looks better now. Now, to get this data window over here, where I can read, you see this data window here, you can put it onto any candle and you can get all the data for that specific candle right over there. Now to get that there, you would just go to, I'll close that one off, right? Or you can go here to View, Navigator, Data Window, Terminal. All these things that you have over here is over there. You can switch them on and off as you wish. But anyhow, I prefer to have it on. Righto. Now, let's open a new chart and we go through the whole process slowly. Right? I think this would be the best. Right now, let's open a chart for the FTSE. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart. FTSE is the indices. So I'm going to go to there, FTSE. Righto. Now, as you can see, okay, I've got some open trades here already, which is running. That's from the EA, the Bollinger Band. I think this one is yes, this is the Bollinger Band EA that's busy running over here. But let's go. We have opened up the chart now. Now, I want to put some indicator on here for you. We are going to put, let's first go, I don't like the grid. I normally switch the grid off. Then I change it to a candle pattern. And of course, I zoom in a little bit, just so to make things a little bit more easier so you can see. Right, and now you can change all these things as you wish. I mean, you can go here to Charts, Properties, and here you can go and change your background color, your foreground, whatever you want, whatever color you want over here. You can go and change it over here. Okay, let's maybe do it. Right, let's go to a background, and let's go make a background of what? Okay, do you want a gray? Do you want what color do we want over here? Let's just go make gold now. Goldenrod, nah. Sure. What color are we going to take here? Sea green now. Awful. Let's go make it anchor white, right? And let's go make the foreground black, right? Then we're going to make bar up. We'll make blue, right? The lime color, we'll, oops, what is it? Oh, bar down. Bar down, we'll make red. A bull candle, let's make it blue again. Blue. A bear candle, we'll make it red again. Line graph, let's leave that at red, whatever the case might be. Righto. And we can go and say, okay. There we have changed the whole chart now. It looks very different, eh? You can see now nicely the bull candles, the bear candles, you can read them very nicely now. Now let's go and put a Bollinger Band onto this. You can either go here by the navigator, go down to bands, or we can go here by Insert, Indicators, the Trending Indicator, Bollinger Band, and we can choose, I normally use the standard setting over here. You can slow it down. Many people prefer to slow it down. You can slow it down if you wish. But 20 standard, we're just testing, so let's see. Going to leave it on a sea green. All right, let's just leave it as is. There we've got the Bollinger Bands now. As you can see, let's just switch that off there. Let's go back a little bit. You can see here, for instance, let me just make it a little bit smaller there. Yeah, you can see the Bollinger Band. As you start piercing against the Bollinger Band, you can see the Bollinger Band opens up. The minute the Bollinger Band starts closing down, you must know it's running out of steam and that you are starting to lose the pressure, right? But anyhow, that's all for a later stage. Here you can see the market is very, very narrow, which means we are moving into a sideways movement. Previously, I wouldn't trade. When the minute I see the Bollinger Bands are collapsing and I have a narrow band, I used to take, let's say, a range of, let's say, from the high band to the low band between 50 and 80 pips. And if it's anywhere between there, I just refrain from trading until the Bollinger Band starts opening up again. Once it starts opening up, like here, it started to open up. So yeah, I would have most probably have taken a trade, but not until that condition is met. Righto, but now let's just go and look over here. Let's just go back. Let's just go back into history a bit. Here we can see a perfect example. You're going to wait, right? Let's rather put it onto a 15-minute chart so you can get some more entries out of the thing. Righto. Yeah, we're on a 15-minute chart now. You can see it looks very, very different to the 1-hour chart, right? You're going to have more entries. So what we're going to do is we're going to reduce the stop loss and the take profit, right? Now let's have a look at this one over here. Yeah, you can see the price was piercing through the band. We had a close on the outside, a close on the inside. So that's an entry to go long. Let's just zoom in here. Let me put a line there where we've got this thing there, and let's just go and zoom in a little bit more. Righto. So here we've got an entry to go long on this. So in the opening of this candle, the opening of that candle there, let's just go and put a line there. Oopsie, about over there, right? That's actually on the entry price of the other trade, eh? Oops, that could be dangerous. Anyhow, because we're on a 15-minute chart, we're going to make the stop loss, let's say 15 pips. So we're going to take 7160 minus 15, that's 7145, right? So let's go and put a line down here, and let's just go and edit the line, horizontal line properties, oopsie, the parameters, 7045 we said, right? 7045. Oopsie, what of course 7145, man, what's going wrong with me today? Yeah, horizontal 7145, that looks a lot better. And our take profit, that was 15, so our take profit is going to be 45, right, to get it our 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. So you want this to be plus 45, so it gives us 7205, right? 72, you want this one to be 7205, right? I'm not going to worry about that at this point of time, right? And there you can see our target. Now we had an entry there, our stop was here. Did you see we didn't hit the stop, and it came up, and there we hit our target. So lucky, first one we chose just worked out to be quite a good trade. Right, but anyhow, yeah, we had a close. Is this close outside? Let's just go and move here. Go and move it. No, the close wasn't outside, so we didn't have a signal. Yeah, we've had a signal here. Yeah, you can see a clear signal once again. We've got a close outside, a close inside. This one, no need even to go and draw the lines. You can just see that you'd put your stop above there, and we entered down there, right? Or we entered on the open of this candle over here. 40 pip stop. I mean a 15 pip stop, 40 pips, you can see it clearly. It just came into your direction. Yeah, we had another swing again, once again. We opened there and definitely a stop. That is for sure. Let's carry on. All right, oops. Okay, and there's no more trades going through here. Now, that is basically the idea, what you must go and do now. You must go and practice, start up your charts, start watching the market. Now, if you do not want to practice, because the FTSE and the S&P, they are only active during trading hours. You can see here there's nothing going on in my market over here because the market is closed at this point of time. If you don't want to sit on a 15-minute chart, you can go and practice on a 5-minute chart, a 30-minute chart, a 1 hour, 4 hour, a daily, up to you. I mean, press it. Let's go look at the daily chart, for instance. Right, look at this here. We had a swing there, right? Here's our first close on the inside over there. So in the opening of this candle, we most probably went down 40 pips up, 120 pips down. I think most probably would have made it over here. What is our opening? 41. So 81 will be our right. Right, no, it went through the stop. It went through the stop, so that candle, we would have been stopped out in this candle over here. We would have lost that trade. Our stop was just too close. But sorry, we're on a daily, right? So on a daily, sorry, the stop will have to be a lot bigger. On a daily, you cannot go and work on a small stop like that. Also, we'll be working on a much bigger take profit on a daily chart. Let's go back to an hourly chart, which is what that EA is trading on. Yeah, you can see close outside, close inside, open over there, and that was the opening price over here. 503 minus 40 would give us 463, right? 463. Our low mustn't be 4, right? So it didn't get reached the stop, and I think we've definitely hit our target over here for sure. We've hit our target going up here. So yes, it's quite effective, although I would suggest that you maybe just start off practicing to trade like this. At a later stage, you can always bring in some extra indicators. For instance, you can add in a MACD or a fractal or whatever there's many other systems that you can add in over here. Let's just go and put a parabolic in here. I just want to show you something. Leave the inputs, leave everything as standard. You can see here's a little green parabolic sitting over here. Maybe we must just change the color. The color is not nice. The colors, let's just go and make it black so it could stand out a little bit more. Great. Now, this is just something to bear in mind. You entered the market, let's say around about here somewhere, right? And your stop loss is opening minus 40 pips. Now, I would leave it there until these dots come by. The minute these dots start becoming higher than your normal stop is, you can start trailing your position until you either reach target or get stopped out. You see, there's just so many ways that you can trade and you can manage your trade. Same here. I mean, you just say, okay, we didn't have a trade there, but let's say we did have a trade, you could trail your stop over there and you'd eventually be stopped out over in that candle. Same here. This candle, which we just see, this one here, would have stopped you out. Mind you, no. Let's just go and put a line there and see, because you put on the previous candle, so you'd only have been stopped out maybe over here, right? But the minute you saw the switch, you can know the market is most probably going to turn against you. You've got a very good chance of the market turning against you. Also, at a later stage, we will learn how to read the candles, because looking at these candles, you have a body here, you have a wick on the top, and you have a wick on the bottom. Now, these wicks are telling you a whole lot of what's happening in the price over here. Yeah, just looking at this candle very quickly. That one there very quickly tells me that we are running out of steam. Yeah, I can see it already. We're starting to run out of steam. The top wicks are much bigger than the lower wicks, which tells me the bears are starting to take control of the market. Same here again. The top wick is bigger than the lower wick. Here again, same thing. If you look at how many candles here now, where this one is a little bit of an indecision, but here you can see the wicks on the top side are getting bigger and bigger. Eventually, we've got quite a big indecision over here. The market jumped, and you can see here all the time the wicks are just bigger on the top side than on the lower side. Here we have one again, which says, righto, I mean, this is an indecision. Here it looks as though the bulls want to start taking control again, but here indecision, and here you can see just once again that the bears are taking control. Time maybe to go short. Very indecision, bears getting very strong, and look at this here. The bears are taking completely control of the market over there. Let's just go and look what happened. Just look what had happened. That's just by reading the candles. Never mind looking at the Bollinger Band, because here you've been rejected by the Bollinger Band, which also tells you that the market is busy losing its steam. Otherwise it would have penetrated through the Bollinger Band and would have continued on. Here you can see we have come down towards the middle line of the Bollinger Band. We have broken the middle line, which tells me, righto, this could be a continuation of this trend coming down. Here we started going through the Bollinger Band, penetrating. Here we had closes outside, which is telling you the market is now in full swing down. Be careful, it's going to pull back into the Bollinger Bands again. And yes, it did pull back in again. So if you had this pullback, a close out, close inside, stop loss down here, well, you could have gone up and you would have maybe locked in some profits over here. There's just so many ways that you can trade something like this. Honestly, that's why I suggest there's only one way for you to really get into it, and that is to start on a demo account. Open your demo, place your charts, place your trades. You could even go so far, you've had, like here for instance, we've had a close outside, close inside, put a buy stop on the top of that candle, just to practice trading with buy stops. You can do the vice versa, same here. Close outside, close inside, a sell stop on the bottom of this candle. That is another filter you're putting in, because should the market just turn around and go further, it didn't trigger you into the trade. You wouldn't have been put into the trade. But this trade anyhow, doesn't look too bad. You can also go and draw your Fibonacci's in and say, right, I'm going to trade on the Fibonacci's, right? Oops, let's go and change the color of this Fibonacci's over here. Fibonacci properties, let's just go make them black as well so you can see them better. Right, there's a Fibonacci's lying over there, right? So yes, I mean this here, you can see clearly, there's your high, your low. So if the market comes down, and as I've always said, my stop goes there, my entry goes down here. There is your 1-to-1 profit margin, so you can bring your stop to break even if you want to. There's a 261 level. Sometimes it pays you to go just for the 261 level. It depends where you want to put your stop and how much profit you want to take on the trade. On a bigger time frame, I will go for the 3 risk. The 3 risk on just on a 1 hour time frame, surely you are going to reach it, but many times you're just going to miss it. It's better to go for a lower time frame and make sure you're getting out in the profits. Yeah, you've got a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. Yeah, you've got a 1.61, almost 1.5 risk reward ratio, which is maybe for an hourly chart, maybe not too bad. Yeah, you can see you've had another one again. This is your triggering candle. Let's just go and see for a matter of interest over here. Right? There it is. And this one came and it hit the 3 targets solid. Now, I mean, this is a big, I mean, let's just look at the risk you ran over here. Look where the target is lying. Oh boy. And you've locked in, eh? Right? When you had this opening over here, right, and the close came down here, you locked in immediately. You locked in over here. So you're in a 0 risk trade now. And you can just leave it running up to where you hit your 3 risk. Then you make huge profits on it. I mean, this profit here will cancel out a whole lot of losses for sure, believe me. I've seen that so many times. You know, trading the FTSE this year on a daily chart, we've had so many losses, and when we do hit a profit, we cancel that loss out immediately. I do think that this is really a system that's maybe worthwhile looking at. Later on we will discuss a lot more systems. Basically my Bollinger Band EA is trading basically this principle that you are seeing over here. It's basically working on that, just the money management comes into play, because your trading strategy can be how good. If your money management and your, how must I put it to you, your mindset is not correct about the trade, you just won't make it. Believe me, you'll land up losing, and eventually you're going to wipe your account. But if your management is good and your psychology about the trading is good, no matter how bad your trading system can be, you're going to end up making money. It's strange, but it's true. When your mindset is correct, that is, I think, the single most important thing of trading. I'll never forget when I just started out and I'd just done my first course in our local town in South Africa, in Rustenburg, on trading Forex. That's those days it was with GFT, General Forex Trading, something like that, or Global Forex Trading, or whatever they were. After that, we just weren't making money. I mean, I don't know how to put it. We just weren't. But anyhow, there was a guy in Johannesburg. It was a doctor, I think a Dr. Watt or something like that. This guy, he was giving training people to trade Forex. And we paid quite a bit of money to go and do the course. If I can remember correctly, it was $1,000 or something just for a weekend. But anyhow, when we got into this class, there were a couple of guys, I can't remember, maybe 10 or 12 guys in the class that weekend. The first thing he told us is about the psychology of trading. But like he said, if he's going to spend the whole weekend just talking about the psychology of trading, half of us will walk out after an hour, which is pretty true because it's very boring. Who wants to listen to the psychology of trading? Nobody. You want a magic system that makes money. You want to go home and start trading Monday, make money. Unfortunately, it took me 10 years to realize what that guy had said. And I promise you, the sooner you can concentrate on getting your psychology right, getting your mindset right on trading, the sooner you'll start making money. Your mindset, Your mindset is the singular most big important thing, and secondly, your money management. If you don't get those two things in order, you will never make money. You're going to lose, for sure. I can guarantee you that. That is why maybe I think 95% of all people starting out to trade land up wiping their account and stop trading. Where if they've just got their mindsets correct, your money management correct, oh boy, you will land up making money. If you just go and look, let's just go and look over here. Let's just go look at this XP daily charts, right? Let's go back, just look at this, right? Look at that. Now, if you look at this here, if you look at that whole trend, I'm not even just talking about, I only traded that portion of the trend over there, right? I only traded that portion. And this one over here maybe, that's all. That's all I traded in this whole trend. But look at this, here's another entry, look at it. There's another entry over there, right? Okay, this entry wouldn't have worked out, you would have lost. But immediately, if you go and look at how many pips you made over here, oh boy, look at this one over here, you'd locked in, right? You'd locked in over here. So you've made a small profit on that one there. Let's go back. This one here, you didn't lock in. Did you lock in? Let's just go and see here. Yeah, you would have locked in, because this is not really rocket science. This is very, no, that's an opening, sorry, it's not a closing, so you wouldn't have locked in. Yeah, you would have hit that small stop loss. Look at this one over here. Did we get our profit target there? Yeah, you hit your profit target. This one here, did we hit profit target? No need even to look at it, you did. This one here, you did. If you traded that one, what do you think would have happened? Right, you would have hit the target here, you would have had a small profit. This one here, because you would have started a new trend again over here, but you didn't have a trigger. Remember, we spoke about this in the other video. You didn't have a trigger, the trade wasn't triggered, so you came around, this became your next entry over here. You traded it, it made money. If you'd added on over here, what do you think would have happened? Same here. You could have added onto that trade, you could have added onto there. So when you start looking at the daily, your triggers or your signals are far in between. You don't have that many, maybe 2, 3 in a month. It is really, if you get 4 signals in 1 month, consider yourself very, very lucky. Mostly maybe 1 trade in a month. Months have gone by that I haven't even had one single signal. So yes, you must just be patient and wait for the market to come to you. And you exercise correct money management, get your mindset right. If you've had 3, 4 losses in each other after in a row, you know the next trade could be a win and you're going to wipe out all those losses. So concentrate really. You must work out a way that you can find is going to work for you, and practice on a demo. Get yourself trading without thinking. It must be second nature to you already before you're going to trade on a live account. Once you can do that, oh boy, the sky is the limit. Really it is. Now with that said, I think I've wasted enough time on this video already for you to start practicing. Like I said, get your mindset correct and fall away. Just go for it. Luckily you're on a demo account. If you do wipe it, you can make as many demo accounts by InstaForex as you wish. It's not like many other brokers where your demo account expires after 30 days. Here at least, you know, you can trade, practice, you can wipe it, make a new one and just carry on practicing again. Really, and as I said to you, on YouTube there's many ideas that you can go and practice and try and see what works for you, because something that works for me is not going to work for you maybe. I don't know why is it like that. It just is like that. I've had systems that's working for me and I teach it to somebody else and yeah, the guy just doesn't make money with it. And that comes back to money management and your mindset. Once you've got those things in order, honestly, many systems that didn't work a long time ago are now working just because my mindset. Really. The Bollinger Band trades I learned many moons ago by a guy in Pretoria in South Africa, Johan van Aswegen. He's got a website. Whoa, what was the name of it again? Forex Masters. Contact Johan. If you don't know how and you're not sure, this guy knows Bollinger Bands. Unbelievable how this guy knows Bollinger Bands. He's got a way, he sets up 3, 4 Bollinger Bands on one chart and he can virtually pinpoint the turning points. This guy's really good with Bollinger Bands. If you were interested, maybe you can give him a buzz or contact him on an email and see. But really, It's a powerful indicator. If you get yourself right, I'm sure you can make money out of it, even on a daily chart. Righto guys, that's enough for now. More in future. Take care and happy trading.